is the Vatican. The Vatican City, one of the greatest cities of all time, more than 2,000 years of history, you know, great infrastructure, which brings in revenue, a lot of revenue. You have a library here, you have tourists here from all corners of the earth. You have a lot of revenues which are being actually established in this city. So that's what Fruitful Investments is all about. It's about providing revenues, you know, for the investment that we have all across the world, all across the earth. So you can see how prosperous, you know, they have kind of made this city. It's a lot of billions and trillions of money just go in here. You know, you have tourists from across the world. You have Catholics from across the world. You know, they have created a divination of this place, and it has just been amazingly great that you know, you know, it brings in money. It brings in money. So there is more to say about this as we go on. I will not talk to you about this history, but we're just seeing opportunities of how actually we can invest, you know, and what actually brings money. Because, you know, with this you bring tourists, you have money from tourism, you have money from restoration, you have money from you know, hospitality, hotels and all that, Airbnb. If you have an Airbnb in this city, it will never go bankrupt. If you have an apartment that you're booking up, it will never go bankrupt in this city. Why? Because there is so much opportunities, there is so much that you can do, there is so much that is going on that that it will just be as fruitful as possible. So it will not miss. So when you're investing, make sure that you take consideration to the place, you take consideration to where you're actually investing. So this is actually the Vatican City. So we are talking from the Vatican City just to show you opportunities of investment and really that what happens. So the reason I like to travel is to observe these kind of things and to see how beautiful, how wonderful, you know, our tourism can be profitable to business. We're talking about a history of more than 2,000 years, you know, which has been established in this part of the nation or part of the country. And it goes back to the Roman King Empire, you know, and then it flows through history, you know, you know, it's all about holding that history and selling it to the world, holding your own soft history and selling it to the world. So that is all about it, you know. Just keep being confident and investing in your own story and selling it to the world. That's what happens. They sold it, they have it. It's a myth, but also it's a reality. It's a reality in many senses. It's also a myth in many senses. So you know, you can sell to people your dream, you can sell to people your ideas, and you can make people believe your dream and your ideas, because you know, and people buy into it. If you believe into it, people buy into it. So this is, you know, what we talk about. You know, you have people from across 5 continents who are coming here, who actually are believers not only of the Catholic Church, but also you have visitors just coming to see what is this nation beholding. It's one of the greatest nations that you have on earth. You know, every kingdom has been building on the Roman Empire, on the Roman civilization. You can see these pillars, they look like the Washington Monument. The Washington Monument, you know, and you can see it's even on the White House as well. This architecture is a copy of that. So the Roman Empire has impacted a lot of civilization across the nation. So anyway, as we continue sharing with you, if this is your first time, please make sure that you subscribe, you like this video, and you share with us your idea.
So this is why he got the name of Peter. So we have Simon, P for Peter, rock in English, and then it's Peter, Petrus. So in 64 AD, after 3 months of the Great Fire of Rome, this man was crucified over there. So Nero blamed the Christian of the Great Fire of Rome. When he was crucified, the last thing he saw upon tradition was this obelisk over here. I will tell you more lately. And he was crucified upside down. He said, I don't want to be crucified as my master Jesus. So he was crucified upside down. And they took his body off from the cross by cutting his leg. So please remember this. Because at the end, I will tell you story how they killed. There is St. Peter now. St. Peter was taking off the cross with no legs. So now we know for St. Peter. We know that this church is for St. Peter. We know what the name of the Vatican. We know that the Vatican is the headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church, and the Vatican is a country. It has approximately between 800 and 1,000 residents. They have the passport of the Vatican.
I am there. I have to keep the... I haven't checked that. But it can be maybe 400.
Let's check if it's about one bus to get closer to the house. Then we can't see the file they take a social.
So anyway, we're waiting for the bus. Fruitful Investment Strategies. My name is Kalambai. If this is your first time, please join us again. This is how small businesses are created. You have, clothes, different materials here that people can buy, second-hand materials. You have people from all across the world who are actually selling and buying these small businesses. So, it's a way of creating, money, revenue, second revenue that you want actually in the business world. So these are small businesses. You can find electronics, you can find clothes, you can find everything that you need on this market. You will actually find it. So this is one nice place, and we're just going to the Colosseum to see what is inside there, and we're going to take a metro here. So, but one thing I realized about Italy is that on every corner you find a business, which is different from actually Norway. On every corner here you find a business that is going on, which is actually typically different from the United States as well. In terms of, well, it depends in the United States where you are, but here I've realized really business is done every corner, everywhere, and that is kind of very, very, very interesting. One thing I've realized as well is that most people here, they smoke. Smoking is really something that most people do. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not really something that the government has not discouraged in any sense. Smoking is very famous in this country. So we are at Pyramida, and also we're going to take the metro, and then we are going to go and see the Colosseum. So we're looking at the small businesses there, and now, you know, if there is anybody here in Italy that wants, you know, to actually collaborate with us, you know, we are here looking for collaboration. Now we are at Pyramida, so in Rome. Obviously we're going to take a metro. So so we see what happens. This is a very I think a very busy place with for different issues. So well, welcome again to the Colosseum. This is the Roman Empire as it used to be the greatest kingdom that the world has ever seen after the Greek Empire. Now, this building has a lot of history to it, and you can see how thick the walls are. It was just so great that, you know, at that time, you know, lifting up these stones, it's just a milestone, you know, to actually build this. But as you know, this was the greatest empire in the world, and they have a lot of wonders, a lot of things they've done, you know. So this brings people from across the world to see actually the history of this nation, the history of this empire, how it actually has impacted a lot of empires across the world, the United States and all that. So this is the Roman Empire, you know, the glory of the former Roman Empire. And it's just great to see. You have people from United States, from India, from all across the world coming again and just seeing, you know, the beauty of this. So this is really something which is great. So what I'm really learning is actually how they really have preserved their history, how they have actually managed to put tourism at the center of this broken and dead building so that people can come and see, just to create income and money. You have for one single trip you have 50, it's actually 50 euros just to for one little trip inside. That is a lot of money per person, because these are rings. We're talking about rings here, but these rings cost really a lot to come and to visit and to learn the history across it. So it's all about you know, the history that goes with it and the people. So it's the greatness of this empire that people want to see, not necessarily the ruins, but there is a story that lies behind, you know, There is a story that lies behind every nation, a story that lies behind every kingdom, and this story, you know, should be told, and so that actually people can know, and of course it creates great revenue for the nation and for the people that are going to live here and to live by tourism. So the thing is, I'm looking for a trip just to know the history behind. Sorry? Yes. Okay. 18 euros.
Someone told us if it. Someone told us if
No, tu n'as pas besoin de 10.
No, no.
It's 18.
It's 18. For adults, for the kids is free. Under 18 is free, only adults pay 18 euros. So you can buy it right there.
Okay, you are you a what? A guide?
We work with a guide, yes.
Oh, you work with a guide?
Yes.
Okay, so how much is a guide?
Okay, so let me explain to you. This 18 euros tickets, you have to do a long time also.
Yeah.
The process takes a little bit of time. 1 hour, 1.5 just to buy the tickets.
Yeah.
Once you buy this, they're gonna give you a specific time on top of the ticket. So let's say probably 2 hours, 2.5.
Okay.
Just to go. So if you don't want to do all that, skip the line, walk with the guide.
Okay.
There's a fast track entrance which is called skip the line, but it's with a guide and it costs more.
How much is
It's
it?
like 42 on top of the 18, so it's like 60 euros each for adults.
Okay.
The kids don't still pay on that.
But we're
Okay.
not going to be able to keep up
But-
with the guides, obviously.
It's
Because
1 hour tour inside the comes here.
and
with
how
the
long
guide.
is it open for? Like,
It opens 8:30 in the morning, closes 6:30. 8:30, 6:30 every day.
so
Okay.
we have to
You guys
give,
don't have time?
So we
we
have.
don't have enough time.
Even with the guide, you have to you're still gonna do introduction. Like they're already starting now.
Yeah.
4 o'clock is the introduction. So let's say before you can go inside, you need like 4:30, 15 minutes. So when you go inside, the tour is 1 hour. You don't have time for 1 hour to do the tour.
We do have time for an hour. So the thing is, we want to enter in
But with the guide,
with a guide, but sometimes we don't have all the documentation. You need all the documentation, right, to get
Yes,
in?
of course, yes.
Okay. Yeah, we can enter in without a guide, but then we have to wait on the line for 18, 2 hours or
I'll try to find out.
yeah, 2 hours. They said 2 hours.
Who's looking at?
This is the police.
Took the ID.
You say you should go.
Why?
You don't pay tax.
He wants me to pay tax, but I don't want to pay tax.
It's illegal. Okay. Yeah, I will. Sorry? It's not working. Okay. It's illegal. Okay. We thought it was illegal. Thank you. We're going to buy later. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So, that was the police telling us that the guy was illegal. So,
Obviously, I heard this.
he's.
But you have to really exactly like that, and then you're going to put it on YouTube.
Yes. The guy was illegal, and the thing is about this business, you have to be really having all your papers intact, having all your documentation intact, and so that these kind of things you should not really. You have to be careful when you're coming as well, having everything intact so that you can actually do a business that is worthy. You can't be doing just underground. You have to pay taxes as well. So that is very important. But anyway, I'll come with a story when you enter inside and give you a really story, story about it. So this is Fruitful Investment Strategies. Please subscribe. This is this is what money looks like. You know, a lot of history which lays back actually this building, and most of you know it. So it's really provided a lot of money as well. And you know, can I help you? So you can see how it is, you know, in the Roman kingdom or the Roman Empire. This is what they use actually to fight. And guys, you can see there are a lot of activities actually around here. People are selling, people are buying, people are coming and visiting. Countries are sending their people here, delegations. You know, all this just what? Because of the story that lies actually behind all this thing. But you tell me what actually this means to you, because it's really, to me, I see an opportunity of investment. I see an opportunity of bringing up tourists. And one thing I've realized is that Italy is clean. It's really clean compared to many countries that I've been in. And yeah, it's really a nice country to be in and to visit. You know, a lot of history that we are going actually to take tour inside and to analyze all these things. So, but by the way, I'll let you really enjoy this music. Very nice. So as we continue again, you can enjoy the beauty of this Pantheon. You know, it's really the Colosseum. I mean, Colosseum, it's a great building with a lot of great history and all that behind. You know, a lot of activities that are going through, and a lot of people that are coming. It's actually 18 o'clock, 19 actually. And you know, you can see how great this building was and how people actually were. Anyway, let's continue filming, continue showing you really around, and how the things looks like here. We should be maybe going that way, but where is your direction? Okay, so we should be going that way. Yeah. So guys, this is actually the streets of Rome, and just tune up and listen. Pull up. Roman police. Anyway, what I actually think is very amazing here is actually how the infrastructure and how the building were well kept through 1,000 of history, 1,000 years of history, and the history is really kept intact. That is something which really surprises me and keeps me wondering. You can see that building there. It's really it's really something which has been really kept for 1,000 of years and still revealing the beauty behind it. So and you can see how many people are flocking just to see this place. And yeah, so great history, wonderful place to be, you know, and people from across the world come and see this what actually brings money. This is what actually brings investment in the country. And when you have this, you have actually people buying food, restaurant prospering. You know, it's provide activities actually for the country, and brings in revenues for the people. That's what we're talking about. So you can see all these ruins and really well preserved so that they should not fall. You can see some of them actually attached with metals so that they can actually hold and withstand the pressure of time. You know, with time these buildings are actually dying, and with time these things are disappearing. So it's really a challenge to keep holding these ruins in motion and going. So we are, I mean, it's still something really a blessing, I should say, you know, to have all this going on. Where's my handle? Yeah, so it's so yeah, this is really wonderful history, wonderful place to be, wonderful activities, a lot of ruins which have been kept throughout time, thousands of years, and today there is still more. So you can see all this. Yeah, great music there, as you could hear it. Really creative in his ways of doing things, you know, great instrument. Really give cheers to that man. You know, Rome is one of the greatest cities that I know on planet Earth. This is the capital city of history, European history. This is actually it. And this was actually the center of power.
Hey, Joe. So when you go with that kind of your head, I'm going down to shoot my living. You know I kind of mess around with another man. I'm going down to shoot my living. You know I kind of mess around with another man.
A lot of activities, a lot of history. It's beautiful to see and it's beautiful to follow up. So this is actually Rome, and this was the center of the world 2,000 years ago, with great monuments, great buildings, great engineers who actually knew what they were doing, you know, in terms of understanding resistance and calculation of everything like that. So And today we can see that expression and the continuation of the same history, you know, throughout time. You can see time actually evolving. As time evolves, so did also this empire evolve. This empire changed, you know, with time. And we can see they had really it was the center of religion, the center of actually architecture, the center of entertainment. Basically, you can say what the United States is today, it used to be for 2,000 years ago. So there was a great revolution here which started, which has not yet changed, because you see actually the Roman Empire across the world today. You can see that the Roman Empire being actually portrayed in the world today. So this is a beautiful country. I'll see if I can talk to some tourists and see if I can talk to some people and ask them their views in terms of this city. And I want actually to have I think people commenting. So I think that's it. We are going to move forward just with that same necessity of giving you updates, you know, updates of this beautiful city. Look at that building there. How old do you think it is? It's really wonderful how they have incorporated the old into the new and the old. So you can see it's really beautiful. You know, you have to let time speak throughout history, throughout time. Great people, great history, you know, being shown throughout time. And that itself is wonderful. So as we go, we are just going to explore much more and see actually what this city has in reserve for us. You know, we are just discovering, going from place to place. We do not know anything about this place, so a lot of places are just you know, new to us. Yeah. So you can see actually here there is, I think this is what used to be in the time the city center of what the great Roman Empire was. So I think it's really nice to keep what was old and what is new today, marrying each other into unity and beauty. That just makes it great. Yeah. So I don't know if I could really manage to imagine how these people were living in through that time. I don't know if I could really give an idea of what it used to be during all that time. So they have broadways. They had thought, actually their architecture was thought or premeditated 2,000 years before, so that you could have a time lapse which could reflect the present, the future, and the past. So really great. So one thing I really keeps me actually intact is when I read some history books and reading the Romans and all that, you know, seeing the reflection. What do you think about it? What do you think about the Roman Empire? I think somebody that just does not want to answer here. We'll look at the next person, if they can really answer our question. But this is wonderful. It's really wonderful. It's romantic. It's all these walls, if they could just tell the story. Sister Annie, what do you think about it? It's beautiful. That's why they call it Roman, because it's romantic. Bon, on tourne la caméra. So these are some of the activities. Hello, you speak English? Little bit. Okay, so how long did it take for you to actually do this? I won't film you. I won't film you. How long did it take for you to do this?
I don't want video.
You don't want video? I'm not videoing you.
You are taking 100.
How long did it take for you to make this?
3 hours.
3 hours. Okay. You learned in how many years?
Not school. Not school.
In school. Okay, that's really good.
Thank you.
It's really beautiful. Yeah. Maybe some people come and buy it when they see the videos. Yeah. Beautiful art. Yeah, guys, look at this. Look at this. These are old, beautiful ruins. You know, being just, they show the time lapse of history, you know, flying all across. It is just amazing. It is just amazing, guys. It's just amazing. This is thousands of history, of empires passing through here. You know, all this being shown, and look at that door. Look at how massive that door was. Look at the portals of it. I mean, that was really, wow. That was really wow. Look at how great, you know, this was a great kingdom, great power, great history, wars and victories have been won throughout this city. It is just amazing. Amazing to see all this. You know, from all this point. And this is really wonderful. Look at that. All that foundation there. All that foundation there. Look. Wow. This is really nice.
Hello? Look here.
preserved history throughout time. That's really nice. Now we talk about history. This is it. You know, Caesar. Caesar, one of the greatest kings of the Roman Empire. You know, and wow, this is the pride of the Roman Empire. And you know, greatness. So guys, I don't know, but this is just amazing. This is amazing. It is just amazing, beyond understanding. It's history, a lot of history, a lot of years, a lot of power, a lot of investments which were done here. But the Roman Empire, you see those pillars, you see those foundations, you see that is great. You know, 2,000 years ago, how actually people were doing this is much more, you know, I can't comprehend this, but this is really an architectural milestone. You know, when you're talking about architectural milestone, this is it. You know, we have our history, we all are proud of our history, but when we understand, you know, power and architecture goes the same, and it goes all the way the same. So this is what it is. This is how power looks like. This is what it feels like. This is how you tell a story. You tell a story through architecture. You tell it through religion. You tell it through activities that has been done throughout time. This is how you tell a story. And this is really a romantic and wonderful story that has been really being told throughout time, throughout ages. It is the history of power. It is the history of a monarch. It is the history of civilization. It is the history of victories and wars which has been taught and fought throughout history. It is the victory of a people who are proud, you know, to show who they are. That is actually what I understand through this. This is just lovely. It's something which really, when I'm telling this story, I am saying it so that the people of the world can rise and realize who we are. You know, this was actually a very united kingdom, and it was actually really fighting to render, to rule. I'm not saying that we should fight each other, but as long as humanity can unite, there is nowhere no limit to what man can achieve. But really, man has gone far away, and you know, all the kingdoms, they come to its end. Why? Because they have rejected God. But let's put that aside. But this is really one of the greatest history through our civilization. This is the time that, you know, this is in this civilization, in the Roman civilization, it's when the Lord Jesus Christ was born, and it was when the Lord Jesus Christ was crucified. And this is what we see, you know. This was really a great city, great power, great history, great people who actually were dominating the world. And today we are coming to the same, because, you know, Romans have been dominating the world throughout time, and they have actually changed that with what? In religion. And that has changed, you know. Today we have the Roman Empire, not actually through history, not actually through politics, but through religion. And you have the Pope, who is actually the greatest religious man throughout history. Let us listen to this music. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, un petit jeu là. Je suis revenu maintenant. On me donne la mission de tuer les jeux coco. Oui, ça marche. Hein? Ça bouge. Les jeux coco bougent. Voilà. Can you see it?
Okay, that's good. If it goes to the ceiling,
It's moving.
on the TV.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it's
so,
moving. Why is it moving now after all this time? You're not sensing it.
so The ladies has been just sitting here, and now they're giving me a plan how to kill that Jeko,
Yes. It's mostly la chaise.
as if they know what to do. They were here all the time.
Pasa, do you have a
They
lighter?
feel no much.
A lighter?
On avait très faim.
No, if we have a lighter, we can just set it on fire.
Non, on va brûler la maison.
So hold the film like this. I'm going to kill it.
Attends d'abord. The somewhere else. Oh yeah, okay, c'est ça. We can't even see anything.
So I'm going to. You put your fingers in the camera. I'm going to use
Oh,
this.
no. I'm like, no, it's going to escape with that.
I think
I have to make it fall down, and then if it fall down, I can follow.
You know those boxes on the table? Can you not kill it with one of those because it's square?
kill it with the black.
With what?
It might break.
With what?
You need something like
La partie
square.
noire ici.
It's either I have to use my shoes.
Yeah,
Non, la
I think shoes.
Non,
is
Annie,
loud.
des choses va faire la tâche au mieux et puis on va nous faire
Is
payer.
it our house?
Non,
Wipe it.
you're gonna
We
pay.
can scroll.
Il va faire aussi la tâche là-bas au
You
mieux.
see, they're
It's
discussing.
bad.
They have been here for all day. You know, looking at the Jeko. And now I want to kill it. They're disagreeing on the
That
method.
you'll see it. It's
Now
the
I
best.
think they should just let me deal with it.
I think the shoe is the best. Yes.
Okay? So let me deal with it. Guys on YouTube, please comment.
Honestly.
Let deal with it. This is actually.
This is fruitful
a-
investment.
Yeah,
How to kill a
fruitful
Jeko.
investment strategy. And look, see, they're laughing.
Honestly, this shadow
How
is...
many
for
should
women,
we use the broom
they
or
have
the
been
shoe?
unable to kill this.
Guys, let
But
me know.
now they're actually
Should they use
discussing
the
the
shoe
method.
or the broom?
This
I say
is
the
really.
shoe.
Please
What,
comment
what,
below.
should I use? The shoe or the broom?
That's the broom first. And
The shoe.
The shoe or the broom? What do you think? I think I'll use both.
Sharon's looking to see.
honestly, and
Listen.
all those animals love her. I'm not gonna be happy. Trying
So
to figure out how
if
to
you
kill.
love Jeko, I'm sorry because right now it's
Trigger
invading my
warning.
really privacy. I don't like to see something like that in the corner. It's really
Sharon's.
Sharon, when you're looking at it,
Oh, like that,
yeah,
please,
my
yeah,
baby is
then.
looking. But look, I have to kill it. So what do you think?
Honestly, tu un peu de moi ça
Yeah,
comme ça
so
on avance.
I
I
think
think your shoe is too rounded.
Yes, it's not gonna
Maybe
reach.
I think
it lies,
if it falls down, you know,
it's
I'm
not
going
much.
to attack it
Don't
with this first, and then if it falls down, I'm going to step it.
It's fall down
My
where?
shoe.
If I fall down into our food, it begins
Yeah,
to.
can you move la
The
poussette
thing
là
is
So
because-
the
force?
thing is, let me move
It's around the
this.
TV. Oh, shit. No, I need to go into the room.
Quoi, il va entrer en bas de la porte.
Somebody's scared, you know.
Il va nous dire, tourne à côté là-bas. Donne à l'enfant l'aider. Lâche-les.
This is a mission impossible, guy.
Mets sa main de son en temps.
Like, if-
Everybody's afraid.
I don't
Except
think the broom,
me, except
the broom
me.
is not a good idea.
The
But
top of the broom,
you
ça va.
have to get it, you know.
Not la partie d'en bas là. La partie noire d'en haut aussi. That's what you need to do. Monte sur la chaise.
You can't use this part
You-
because this is the part you hold.
Yeah, mais on va
with.
essayer, on va
And-
laver.
No, I mean you have
Si
to
tu
be
montes,
hygienic.
si tu montes sur la
I
chaise.
have to use my shoes, you know.
I mean, I can do it to be honest.
Ah, you're that.
Okay,
Do you want?
Non, non,
guys,
non.
somebody want to do
Non.
it.
Seulement mon pied.
So
Oh,
let me-
non, ma fille. Oh, mon pauvre bébé. Ça va? Ça va, ma
Yeah.
chérie.
So I'm going on the mission. Right now I'm going on a mission.
I mean,
Feel
maybe you
this
have to.
Jeko. It will fall
I
down
mean, why
there.
is it in this angle?
Why does it have to fall?
C'est ça, non?
But the thing is, if it falls,
Monte sur la
Where
chaise.
is it?
Qui est là? She got to wait for me.
it's too far. It's too high for me.
I just don't think this is a good idea.
Oh, this is a ugly thing. Yeah?
Attends, maman. Gabi, il n'est pas pareil. J'ai peur
No,
là.
yes, use that.
On ne sait pas ma babouche à moi. Prends la bouche d'Annie, it's flatter. Why did you take my babouche à moi?
Okay, we can use mine. I just want this thing there.
Puis ça va entrer. You can't use mine, ça va entrer dans les nets là-bas, please.
People are running, you know.
At least pour toi, c'est en plastique, you can wash it, right?
Where is
Elle,
that
elle
one?
va amener ça. Don't take it. Sa babouche is...
Everybody is really on the. This is not heavy, you know. This
Yeah,
is
but
not
it's
heavy.
flat enough to regarde la partie là.
But the thing is, you have to hit it so that it's really doesn't.
Que quelqu'un là va minding his own business. Au coin. Planning how
The
to
thing is,
use
I'm
your
going
hand.
to hit it with my shoe.
Oh, let's see.
And please, guys, do
So
not start
don't go there.
screaming and jumping, yeah?
No one is screaming
No,
or
if it
something.
runs, oh, this is why I don't want to be holding the baby. Maybe it's.
Can you close that one first? This,
What?
that door. So that it doesn't hit anybody. when
Comment
they
il va
start
avancer? T'as
running.
un Géco. How quick is that Géco?
They're fast.
Very fast.
Ah, ouais.
Oh, I can't watch this. Sorry.
Pourquoi tu parles là-bas? Il va tomber par terre puis il va tomber de la porte de la chambre. You better off.
Oh,
You better off in that corner. Stand there.
like.
Non, honestly, mettez les draps en bas de la porte. Parce que dans la chambre, il y a beaucoup d'habits.
This is funny because anyway, we're going to do all the kind of preparation.
Okay, tu vois ça pour.
No, I don't want to watch.
It's moving.
No,
Non.
it's been there like most of the evening.
Oh,
Yeah, so
on a ici, on les contrôle toute la journée. C'est quoi que tu
No,
fais
what's
maintenant?
that for?
Faut cacher en bas des portes.
Oh, okay.
Moi, c'est en bas de notre chambre. Comme ça, il n'entend même s'il tombe par terre.
Yeah, what makes you think it'll enter through that slit?
It's thin enough, look at it. Mais je n'ai jamais vu les Géco par terre. Ils font souvent au mur. Hein?
it's really goes fast.
Oh mon bref,
So the thing is, we're doing preparation.
why am I holding this? This shit.
So escape.
I don't get a cameraman wage.
Now that was some great music, wasn't it? So now we're going to see actually other places. On continue? On continue? On passe. Now, this is beautiful. We are broadcasting from Rome, a great history throughout time and ruins, showing you what the Roman Empire was just like. So looking at the ruins, you can see the pillars. These pillars were made actually of great stones, you know, hewed from mountains of stones and carried again throughout time, and they were placed here, you know, so obviously there was a great building here, a great building that had all these pillars, you know, all these pillars that you can see here. So this, I think down there as well, there is, you can see the holes there. So obviously there might have been buildings or something which is actually going, activities that is going on actually down there. So that is really showing you a lot of history. So this is the Roman Empire. It was a great empire. It's still a great empire throughout time. And you know, we have seen different things, but I think this is really another level of greatness. It is another level of power and strength that has been manifested. And this is really just, you know, it's wonderful in itself. It's just wonderful. You know, we could tell all these stories. If these walls could speak, they would tell us a story that, you know, people will never be able to really comprehend, and a story that books could not even write. So you see all these ruins, they're telling us stories that of things that were really happening here, things of really of what was going on, you know, within these walls. And you know, that could be the story of how many concubines, you know, kings had, the story of how many queens the king had, the story of how many wine the king or the queen was drinking. All that story is just being told here. It's just being reflected here, and that is wonderful. So, but in the midst of all this, people, you know, people suffer as well. You know, people suffer, and that's what we can see there. Yeah, so it's really a mixture, but it's what I take from it is the greatness of how this empire was. You know, it's just being, the stories are always being told through. You can see these kind of buildings in the United States, you know, at the monument of Washington in Washington DC. You know, you can see these pillars where actually Washington, where there is a memorial about Washington. You see that, and yeah. So all this is just taken actually from the Roman Empire. You know, and the Roman Empire, of course, did steal some technology from Egypt and all that. All this is actually, you know, being done.
So you can keep me inside the pocket of your
Continue.
Only
Non, il y a une longue marche à faire.
you will never be alone. Wait for me to come home.
Very nice.
Loving can heal. Loving commands your soul. Thank you. It is the only thing.
Yeah, great music there. Just thought I could just offer them something. You know, I think it would have been really nice with some light there. Could have really shown very well. So welcome again to Rome. As we continue to show you history throughout and civilization and the time that has been passing through, and yeah, so a lot of activities once more, a lot of people, you know, flocking the streets of Rome, and you know, it's really there is a lot of things that we could say, but you know, just looking at it, these buildings by themselves, they can just, you know, talk. They could just talk and tell us the story of how the Roman kingdom was, or the Roman Empire was. This is just a story of time, story of music, the story of architecture, the story of beauty, stories of victories, stories of wars, stories of deception, stories of romantic stories, and empires across the world. You know, I love this. When I say this, it really encourages me to know that, you know, in businesses there is ups and downs, there is victories and there is losses. But what is most important is that actually you do not consider the losses much more, but you actually celebrate the victories throughout time. And that is what I've learned, you know, throughout time, is actually to celebrate the victories, no matter how small they might be, no matter how small they might seem. You know, it's all about celebrating these victories and becoming much more part of the victory side, and telling the stories of it. So guys, this is
I can't go to the come see and have to get a party. peux faire participer. Je suis là.
One great tourist attraction for you. Look at how many people are here. Tell me how can this country ever be poor when they receive so much tourists here? It's so amazing. This is so amazing. Just so amazing, guys. So this is it's like a cinema. People sit and watch. It's so popular that people just flock on here to watch that great monument there. Well, it's just great, you know. It's great. So
Left shoulder. Left shoulder.
yeah.
How do you get it down? Oh, you have to get down there.
Throw it as hard as you can.
So this is amazing. Amazing structures, amazing history. Talk about greatness. This is great. This is great. Yeah, you can hear people saying it's beautiful. It's really great. Has a lot of history to it. A lot of story to tell. I think this is the birthplace of modern civilization, because we have China as well, which is a very old civilization, but modern civilization, we talk about this, and Western civilization. Well, you have Greece as well, but the Roman Empire was just a little bit more